Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today I'm going to be doing a movie review for you guys. This is a movie that I actually watched on, I think it was Showtime, so if you are looking for a place to watch this and you have Showtime, definitely check it out on there. And this is one that I had heard a lot about and finally decided to watch it, and boy was I surprised. So this is from it's not from Scream Factory, it's from Shout Factory. Well, I guess technically it's from Scream Factory. It's one of the IFC Midnight releases, and this is The Autopsy of Jane Doe. And boy, watch this movie. Before I even get into the review, you need to watch it. So let's talk about what this movie is about. So this movie stars Emile Hirsch and Brian Cox, and they play a father and son and father respectively, who the father runs the morgue out of the basement of his house, which is kind of creepy, which I don't know why you would want to do that, but whatever floats your boat. And Emile Hirsch plays the son, and I don't know if it's necessarily clear what he's doing, but he's kind of like the assistant, but I don't think he's wanting to become a coroner like his father. So what happens is the movie opens up with a murder scene in this house, and several people were dead, and when the police go into the basement, they find a giant hole in the floor, and there's the body of the naked body of a woman, and they don't know anything about it. She doesn't have any kind of markings on her body to indicate any kind of cause of death or anything, so they pick up her body and they take it to be autopsied by Emile Hirsch and Brian Cox. So that is the Jane Doe. And so when they start inspecting the body, they realize that there is really, there's nothing, the body is basically in perfect condition, and once they start to cut into the body, lots of weird things start happening. Like when they go to make the Y incision to start the autopsy, the body starts bleeding quite a bit, and they're like, that's not supposed to happen. And the father says he's only ever seen that happen once, and that was with a fresh body. And this body they had estimated, I think, was dead a few days at least. So that was definitely weird. And then a lot of just weird things happen. The radio starts to kind of be weird, and they realize that there is a storm brewing outside, and it's just, things are starting to be weird. So that's pretty much the basic premise of the movie, and I don't want to spoil too much. So let's get into what I liked about this movie. So this movie actually kind of freaked me out, and that says a lot because I've seen so many movies. I'm kind of desensitized to movies in general, or scary movies at least, and so it takes a lot to kind of freak me out, and this movie achieved that quite well. I think part of it also is my room is in the basement, and I always have my door open because my room gets hot, so I want to have some sort of airflow, and when all the lights are out, you can barely see into the living area in the basement, and it's kind of freaky, and that kind of plays on some of the things that happen in this movie, so it's definitely freaked me out, and it takes a lot to actually do that to me. These two characters really carry the movie very well, and also Jane Doe. I'm not sure what the girl's name is. Ophelia Lovibond. That's probably not how you say her last name, but she is a character all in herself, and she doesn't even do anything. It's like she's laying there dead, but she is pretty crazy. And I'm also kind of interested to know if it was her laying there the entire time, or if they had like a mold that they made of her, like a life cast or something like that. Because I was watching, and like sometimes when people are playing dead, you can tell that they are still alive because you can see their chest moving and stuff. And I was really shocked that you couldn't tell anything. So kudos to them for, if it was actually her the entire time, that they were able to figure out how to do that. I also really liked the entire look and feel of the movie. It was very, like, this cover is very reminiscent of like the color scheme and stuff like that, and I really liked that. There's really not anything too much that I didn't like about this movie. One of the things, like, after I watched it, I had a couple questions that I felt like weren't answered, or I just wasn't paying attention when they were. Because there is a big twist revolving the body, which I think is probably pretty, people would know, but there's not necessarily, I don't think that there was really much of an explanation of how the body got to, exactly how the body got to where it was found. So I want to know, plus I want to know what happened to the family at the very beginning. Like, it didn't make, like, I understand the whole mythology behind what the body represents, but I don't necessarily understand how that fits into the family at the beginning and like what they were doing with the body. So I'd definitely like to hear more about that. One of the things, I did buy the Blu-ray immediately after I watched it. I bought it on eBay because I wanted to make sure to get the slipcover, because I thought that this artwork and stuff was stunning. One thing I am very highly disappointed about with this is there weren't really any special features at all, and this is a movie that I need special features. Like, I want to listen to a commentary on how the movie was made by the director. I want to see deleted scenes. I want to see all that stuff, and unfortunately that this does not have any of that stuff, and I'm really surprised, because this is from Scream Factory and they are usually really big into their special features, so that is one of the big downsides. But overall, I definitely would recommend that you guys check this movie out. Like, please check this movie out if you've not already watched it, because if you are a fan of horror, you need to watch this. It is so good. It is probably one of the best horror movies outright that I've seen in a long time, at least a couple years. Well, actually not a couple years, because there were a couple things last year that were pretty good. It and Get Out. So, but it is one of the best movies that I've seen recently, and one of the scariest movies that I've seen in a while. Definitely check it out if you can. And that is it for this review, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. If you've seen the movie, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. And let me know what you think about this review. If you have not seen it, does this entice you to watch it? So that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below. I have a bunch of other movie reviews, and I have a bunch of other stuff on my channel, so make sure to go check that out. And if you like this video, please give it a like. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day. Bye.